Hey there, and welcome to some of the prep for the Barbie Legacy I'm going to begin shortly. You can probably tell I'm not fully creating a sim from scratch. I did already have a sim named Ren, who I had made for just some create a sim content sitting in my gallery, and I thought she would be the perfect option to just change up her personality traits and aesthetic to use as Barbie. Because, I just look at her and I think Barbie to myself. So it'll give me a chance to actually play with her sooner than later. For the Barbie Legacy, the general rules is that all heirs must be female and named Barbie, but any other children can have any name of your choice. They do allow free real estate cheat for the first house, but I'm choosing not to use that. And I'm going to have her just start in a true starter home with like the normal fund amount. We are allowed to use lot traits and rewards. If it's in game, it's considered fair game. So I do plan to adjust some of those to help out with each generation. For the first generation, which is what Ren will be becoming Barbie to play, it's the Housewife Barbie. So she's going to live a traditional value life, find a man, start a family, and she wants her children to aim higher. She has to complete the successful lineage aspiration, max out her parenting and cooking skills, have at least 3 children and 1 pet, with each child completing at least 1 child aspiration, and have max all A's, like perfect grades in school. She also has to have the family oriented trait. I play with families quite a bit, but I honestly have never tried to actually have every single family member succeed and do well. I usually just kind of pick my favorite and then I focus on them, and everyone else can just shift as they will, and whatever happens to them kind of happens. So this will honestly be quite a challenge for me to be so heavily focused on truly, completing the children's aspirations, good grades, getting her aspiration done, all while having a pet. So, I don't know about you all, but I find pets to be oftentimes more of a hassle than they're worth, as much as I love them for storytelling and because I am actually a huge animal lover and I have tons of them in real life. But in the game, they just aren't easy to keep for me. So, as we're getting all of her outfits and hairstyles pulled together, I'm trying to keep in mind that she is starting out as a single young adult, so I didn't want her to come across as too polished or mature, but definitely since she has traditional values, I wanted her to, show that just in maybe a youthful, bubbly way. I am also spending some time prior to starting this challenge trying to populate the world with Sims that I have given makeovers or created so that it is filled with, some characters I've had before or, aesthetically matching Sims. And of course, we'll do the normal, like if she goes out and she makes some friends or she finds a potential boyfriend and they have not been created by me or already given a makeover, we will immediately be hopping in and doing that. I do plan on having her have the ability to run into some of my Ultimate Decades Challenge children who did not survive. This will be their first modern world that I pop them into, that I record anything of. So I'm kind of excited to see how that works out for them. I love this outfit for her. I would say the only thing keeping it from being too business Barbie is that it has the exposed midriff. So definitely not something that I could envision having gotten away with in a corporate setting in my life. I know acceptable fashion in the workplace has changed quite a bit recently. Also, on the note of the townsfolk and setting up the world, if you all ever have any Sims that you really think would be fun to see in one of my gameplays, let me know. We can kind of decide on a hashtag. That way I can find them in the gallery and add them into some of my videos and worlds, and then that would also add a little bit of randomness and some newness, since I do find comfort in accidentally creating some of the similar personalities over and over. So that could be really fun. Yep, and her final starter outfits as a young adult. So for her house that we're starting with, we'll do just like a real quick tour. She has a little front porch that goes into like a great room with dining, living, and kitchen all together. Clearly not super crazy with decoration. I did have her go for like muted tones and florals everywhere except for what will be future children's rooms. They have a Jack and Jill style bathroom, but the kids' rooms I gave really bright, colorful patterns. And then I tried to let there be more color than I normally use in my stuff, but it still ended up really kind of muted. Maybe one day I will learn how to use bright primary colors, but this is not the day apparently. And then when we get to her room, I did end up deciding that their pet will be a cat, so went ahead and set everything up for that. Hopefully you enjoyed this little intro. I look forward to playing this legacy with you all. Have a great day.